since the first time. We met Rex Burton. He's made a ton of progress. New floors going in on the house renovation. And the 39-year-old seems to have finally filled in the pieces of the puzzle, which has taken 2 years to solve.
I'm almost in shock.
Kentucky unemployment payments. Checks in the mail.
I got my first 8 checks of $494 each.
Much more still to come.
Shows in my portal, the unemployment portal, of $600 per week for, I think, 13 weeks. And then I'll get $300 a week for every week after that.
According to his math, Burton expects the total payout of traditional and pandemic unemployment benefits will be
right at $48,000.
That's a lot to wait for since filing his original claim in May of 2020.
I mean, I'm glad I stayed on it and was persistent about it.
Burton had almost given up until Focus got involved and advised him to get a phone appointment.
Could you send me updates or something?
Even though the Bowling Green specialist acknowledged on the March 22nd call that mistakes were made on their end.
I'll release the weeks you've already requested.
And even though he told Burton his claim would be cleared.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around this.
Burton had to remain persistent. The next step, re-registering with unemployment with a state-issued photo ID, which he tried to get at the Hurstbourne Driver's License Regional Office.
It took me 2 whole days arguing with them, calling Frankfurt.
There, another incorrect denial, this one based on his suspended driver's license. The law states regardless, he should have been issued the ID.
I didn't get an apology, no. They just basically stated that they were wrong.
Re-registered, Burton then followed up with another phone appointment April 7th, this time with an unemployment specialist in Hazard.
She told me that basically I was deemed ineligible.
And you tried to explain to her that you had a phone conversation with Bowling Green. What did she say to that?
There was no record of that in their system.
So he scheduled one more appointment, an in-person one, again with Bowling Green. With checks in hand, clearly he was back on with back pay.
It seems like disconnection from office to office and misinformation.
2 long years of uncertainty and adversity. Rex Burton just needed to be pointed in the right direction.
I mean, if it wasn't for the advice you gave me, I'd still be in square one. Lost.
Despite the denials, he refused to accept no. And he encourages all others still waiting, tens of thousands of them, to keep at it.
If you've given up, try again, keep trying, and don't stop because they owe you the money.
We've been hearing from a lot of you, the viewers, asking what you can do to finally get your unemployment. The best first step is still getting an appointment with a specialist. We have the link for appointments at WHAS11.com. Now, if you can't make it there in person, you can select the over-the-phone option to speak with a specialist at any of the regional offices spread throughout the state. John Charlton, WHAS 11, on your side.